And Ray, I've heard you speak multiple times about our privacy solution, our fraud, theft, and loss solutions, the patents that we hold, self-sovereign identity, and how when those patents were filed for, God, really nobody had thought to do it. Like it was just, we were the first. And that does play a role in this, to my knowledge. And I wondered if you could speak on that just a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Because again, the thing that shocked us when it came back with no prior art was, okay, nobody thought to build an architect Web3 solution that worked within governmental requirements. I mean, how can you build a business that doesn't work within governmental domains? And again, at the beginning, it was the wild, wild west, in the crypto space and the blockchain space, right? It was down with centralized governments. We don't need governments anymore. We can, do all this distributed and there's no borders. Well, there are borders. And if you want to build a real world business, you need to work within those constraints. And we literally have blocking level patents on that. Our patents are so broad when it comes to regulatory, cross-jurisdictional, and privacy. We are definitely a leader from a technical perspective in enabling real-world use of Web3 infrastructure in the business and governmental domain.
And from a go-to-market strategy, is the idea too, you had mentioned, like the AWS of blockchain as a service, is the idea for us to be our own infrastructure provider, or for us to maybe tack on as an additional service for the things that are out there already? Like, are we a service that other companies could offer, or are we like, we're launching our own interface?
We don't need to reinvent the wheel, right? There are brilliant businesses out there that do provide that infrastructure. I mean, Ray mentioned, and you just said AWS is, one of them. There are plenty of other, critical infrastructure providers, server farms, etc., that kind of deliver at that base layer. Our intention is to work with all of these guys. Our intention is to, from telcos through to, whoever it is, they have that infrastructure in place. We can just provide a value layer that sits on top of that. I would imagine, and please correct me if I'm wrong, Ray, but things would have to shift fundamentally for us to want to consider that kind of capital investment, when we can do all that we want to do right now on the back of everything that kind of exists, and just add value without having to worry about reinventing the wheel. It just seems to be counterproductive. But again, maybe in the future, if things change and for some reason DevvE's like a global monopoly and a critically prevalent sort of piece of technology, then who knows?
Yeah, you're not wrong.